We will be starting today from link building tactics, right? So there are various link building tactics, some of them we've already seen, right? Now the other ones are, the number one is content based link building. Okay, so this is called as a pure content marketing. If you know so there are different types of content, right? Number one is your normal text contextual, the text content. Then you have images, you have a audio, and you have a video. So you have to create a bang on a great quality of content, which is based on your product or your services, right? So number one is create content, find the angle, outreach to all those different websites. So I've just given some of the examples, like what all you can create apart from the normal article or blog post. You can create infographics. So I hope all of you have heard about infographics. It's actually a combination of information and image. Okay, so again, let me give you an example of infographics so that you guys, nowadays people tend to go, they attract more from the infographic. So this is what I'm talking about, a graphical information, something like that, can create and spread across to the different verticals. Like you can create something, based on your products and services or your business industry, and then promote that further through different social media sites, your blog, your WhatsApp groups, so that is infographics. Then how to guide. So you can also create a how to guide having a video, which explains how to use your product. Then video can also be a testimonials. You can have image galleries, white papers, data visualization, which is again more of more towards your services and your product, how to use that, some functionalities, features. So outreach to those different websites and follow them, right? So that is content based link building. Another example for content based link building, if you create a unique kind of a content, then you naturally gets a lot of shares. So data visualization is more for the technical brands, people who are into IT industry. And white papers are kind of your newsletters. You can also call them as a white papers. So we were discussing about the unique quality of content. So just an example, we have a Swiss hotel. Okay, so what they have done is they have actually created a kind of guide to worldwide etiquettes. So if you go to this link, this is for the frequent travelers, who frequently travel for work or any other reason. So for them, it is very difficult to understand that, what are the basic etiquettes in that particular country or city. So they are providing kind of a guide where you just need to pick and choose or select your, uh, a country or a city where you're visiting. So for example, if I say India, so it gives the normal kind of a basic etiquettes about tipping, gesture, dining, and do's and don'ts. Okay, so so this becomes a kind of very handy tool, for all the frequent travelers. Okay, so because they have created this in a unique way, that is why if you can see, they have currently, this page is currently having 68 linking root domains and a page authority of 63. So it means there are 68 unique websites giving away a backlink to this website, Swiss Hotel, and the page authority of this page only is 63. Okay. Another example for this concept hotels. So what they have done is they have very creatively, they have created this page where which where when you go to this page, it says 100 years of rock, uh, it actually takes you, entire 100 years of rock music. And year on year, if you go and just place your cursor on that particular year, the music start playing at the background. So from I think 1917 to 2017, they've created that 100 years of rock music, and with the category, with the year, you can go and listen the music. So again, creatively, since they have done that, they are getting almost 200 websites who are linking back to them, and this has got a page authority of 53. Okay. And then guest blogging, as I think this we had already seen in the previous session, how you can go and approach other websites, and approach them as a guest blogger, and you can ask them how you can, go and publish your article on their website. By the way, how many of you have tried that? Anyone who have tried? So how? So what was the result, Akshay? You got any reply from anyone whom you contacted? Okay, but that's good. Start improving, start making your own list, which is a kind of little lengthy process, since it's a manual. So yeah, it takes time to build the entire list. So as I said, like in last 10 years, I've created 12,000 bloggers, registered. So I have their list, and these are active bloggers, with their statistics across different industries. And now we'll learn more about the link building metrics. Okay. So link building metrics are, which are the metrics which you should consider while or before getting a backlink from that website. Number one is domain authority. So domain strength. So you always need to check the domain authority of a website before getting a backlink from that particular site, right? After that, there is a page strength. So page authority. So domain authority is given to the entire domain, the entire website, wherein page authority is only given to a specific page, right? Then we have a anchor text. So yeah, anyone can answer this question. What do you mean by anchor text? We learned this term, I think, in the last session. Yes, anyone can answer this question. What do you mean by anchor text? So Ajay, you can check the page authority with the same tool which I had shared earlier, the small SEO tools. Yes, it's the same name. It's a kind of a same. Yes, you are right. It's kind of a text which is hyperlinked. Okay. So you also need to make sure that the anchor text, what you are creating, it should be relevant to the web page, which is linked to, right? So for an example, you have a page which is linked to a text which says fitness routine. So this indicates a Google and a user that this the page which is linked to fitness routine will be talking more about the fitness routine. Okay, so it should not be that you click on fitness routine and you end up coming on furniture website. So you need to maintain the relevancy in anchor text and your landing page. Okay. Sure, Ajay. I think I had given, but let me give that again. So this is anchor text, Ajay. This is a linking text. Okay. Let me give another example. So this is what I'm talking about. This is also a anchor text. So any text having a link, having an hyperlink called as an anchor text. So this is so be online is an anchor text. Okay, so it has to be relevant since it says be online. So it gives me an intention, that If I will click on be online, it will land to the be online website. So it has to be relevant. So you want me to repeat that again, Paul, or I hope this helps. The example, great. Okay, you want me to repeat that, Paul? So anchor text is a text having a link. Okay, as I said, for example, this, right? So this is a text having a link which goes to the be online. If you see at the left corner, okay, left bottom corner of the screen, it gives a destination which is linked to this text. So that is called as, this is an anchor text. So what I'm trying to say is this anchor text has to be relevant, with the landing page which is linked to. So for example, here if I click on be online, it gives me an idea that the landing page, or where I'll be landing, that website or that page will be more about be online. Okay. So another example, like if you are having a text anchor text as a fitness routine, so that page which is linked to should also contains the same information about the fitness routine. So you need to maintain the relevancy. Then comes the number of links. Okay, definitely it matters a lot that how many links you are getting from different websites as per your competitors. The more number of links you have, the chances are on a higher side for your website to rank on search results. Okay, so always measure, like you can have an Excel sheet, or there are multiple tools which helps you to measure, like Moz. Okay, we'll be looking at all those tools today only, like Moz, which helps you to uh, analyze and measure how many backlinks you have to your website. Then we have a linking root domains. Okay, so number of unique websites which are linking back to you. So this is also a very important part, as we had already discussed about this in last session, that if you're getting three links from the same website, how many unique links will be counted? So it will be counted as a one link. Okay, one unique link, because that is coming from a root domain. So root domain is nothing but a unique website. Okay, or you can say a root domain can be like www.abc.com, so that becomes your root, right? Relevancy of the linking page. So this is regards to the relevancy of the page from where you are getting a link back. Yes, Vishakha, please go ahead. So getting links from the relevant page is also an important. So if your website is all about, say, entertainment, and you are getting a link from, say, a medical website, so that again doesn't make sense. Okay, so maintain a relevancy from the page, from the website where you're getting a backlink. So Vishaka says backlinking can be multiple from one blog. Yes, Vishaka, there is no as such limits on it, and it won't affect your SEO. There can be multiple links, from your blog. So you are talking about internal links or external links. Internal links are within your website or within your blog, and external links are, so this is trying to say the links you are getting from other websites, outbound links. So try to get links from different websites, because Google consider those only as a unique links. So what? So you can get a backlink of just one page and not the whole website. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, Shresha. So you get, say for example, you're getting a multiple links, three links from different pages of a one website. That will be still counted as a one backlink. Yes, you are right, Nikita. So is it clear, Vishakha and Shrisha? Yes, yes, you can give your different page links as well. So Paul says, what are external links? So external links are, links which are going away from your websites, internal links within your website and external links from your website to other websites, not within your website. So that is called as external links. Yes, then too it will be counted as a one backlink, Vishakha. So internal links are, when you give a backlink within your web page, within your blog, within your website. So let me give you an example for that. So, okay, let's consider this only as an example. So you see these are the links. Okay, if you see here at the bottom left corner, these are going within the website, because it's phoenixinternational.com/ jaggery suppliers or termite producers, so these are within the website. So this is counted as an internal links. Wherein be online, so this link is not within Phoenix International's website. This is going out of the Phoenix International. So this is external to the Phoenix International. So this will be counted as an external link. I hope this helps Paul or you also to understand this. Yes. So position of the links, on the page. Now this is also an important part because as I said, Google loves content. So try to get more and more backlink from the content part. Okay. Which one? The relevancy of the linking page. Okay, so this is again, earlier we had discussed about the relevancy of the page which is linked to. Now this is from a, from a perspective that you are getting a backlink from any other website. So the relevancy of that page or that website from where you are getting a backlink, that also matters. So you need to maintain a relevancy in that as well. So if you are getting a backlink from a furniture website to a medical website, then it won't make sense. It won't make relevancy, right? Then coming back to the position of the links on the page. So as I said, the entire web page is divided into three parts. If you see any blog, it's like entire website is divided into header, body, and you have footer, right? So Google loves a link from a body content, which is the content part. So try to get more and more link from the content within article or at the end of the article or from author. So that is also part of body. So try to get more and more link from a content part, right? Because that will give you a more boost. So this was all about some of the other link building tactics and some of the metrics which you should consider. So that is still fine, Ajay, because it is not the intentional link building, but this is called as a credibility, getting a credit, getting a credit from the website. So that is also a part of getting a backlink. But yes, it is not. It won't give me that much impact as compared to the content links. So again, if that's not the ideal way to get a credit link from in a content part, because that's a trend. I mean, that's the ideal way to get a credible link from a footer, taking a credit that we have developed this website. So now we will learn more about the local SEO. So again, here it is very important to understand that entire process of SEO remains the same in local SEO as well. What changes is the approach. Okay, wherein in local SEO also you do on page, off page, everything is same. The approach, the keywords itself gets changed. So every keyword now will have a location name in it. Okay, so if you go to the definition of what is local SEO. So again, if you can read the definition, it says the same process of SEO, optimizing a website both internally and externally so that it ranks higher on local search results. So this process, this approach starts from the keyword itself. Decide or final the keywords which are having a local place name in it, based on your target audience. So I'm going back to an example of Begin India. I hope all of you can recollect. So what do you think, whether we were doing local SEO for them or normal SEO? The way we were targeting the keywords for them? Why local SEO, Marjabin? Why do you think that we were doing local SEO for them? Exactly. So in fact, if you look at the target audience were only Mumbai and Bangalore. Okay, so these are cities. So you were targeting locally into these two cities. So anywhere where you are focusing to the local cities or any local places, that becomes a local SEO. So number one, you need to make sure for local SEO is that you have a Google business listing. So we are talking about Google Maps, right? So anyone can go and list their business with Google My Business. Let me just share the link from where you can do that. How many of you are there or have registered their client's business or their own business with Google My Businesses? So that's the link. Those who have not done that, guys can register through this link. The moment you make your listing live, it will be start appearing on Google Maps. Okay, but make sure that while registering or while filling up your listing, you need to make sure that you are adding all the proper information about your business, like for example working hours, the services you provide, or it can be the keywords, and very important is your address and phone number. Why? Because Google, they actually do the verification of your business. So for verification, they send this verification code on your registered postal address. Okay, so they do this by post. They send you the verification code, and once you receive that, you need to enter those verification code at the back end of the listing. Only then only your listing will be live on Google Maps. Yes, Mahadevin, then also I would suggest you to register on Google Maps. because it is good to be on Google Maps. You never know, because every business, every brands nowadays, focusing on local business, to targeting local. I mean, there is this uh, quote, I don't know how many of you have heard about this. Is this says local is new global. Okay, so the more local you go, the chances and opportunities are bigger, and the competition is also less. Okay, so if I have to tell you, you focus Mumbai and India, there will be a altogether different competition. Because in Mumbai you are focusing on so kind of a city where you are only fighting with the local competitors. But the moment you shift your gears to India, you are actually facing the big competitors, who are in India. So it's good to have a Google Maps listing. And believe me, whatever strategies you are making, go local first. Even I would recommend that. You can register, but Srisha, for that you need a valid address. Because as I said, Google do a verification. So this is what I'm trying to say. You need to maintain the NAP consistency, which is your name, address, and phone number. Apart from Google Maps, Google listing whatever properties you have. For example, you have a blog, you have a website, you have a Facebook page, Twitter handle, Insta, Wikipedia. Everywhere your NAP has to be same. Okay. So yeah, you were asking any questions, Risha? Please go ahead. So yeah, you need a proper address of that, and somebody needs to be there on that address, because as I said, Google does this verification process. I need to check, Shubham, because from Google account, we are using one Google account and we have got multiple businesses registered from that account. So as far as I know, we have account which is having minimum of 10 businesses registered with the same Google account. But I don't know the exact number of how many businesses you can register with one Google account. So I need to check that. And then you have local reviews. Now this is a game changer, because you consider yourself, like before buying anything, we go and check reviews first, right? So Shubham says earlier this physical verification wasn't there, right? Because I had a maps for one business and never did the physical verification for it. Yes, Shubham, earlier there has to be only a phone verification was there. Like you used to get a call. I mean, it is still there, but it depends on Google. Now they have two options for verification, like with a phone call or with a postal code. So you need to have a good reviews, on your Google Maps, because in fact, if you also see Google themselves, they are going very aggressively in terms of promoting the Google Maps, right? They have recently, not recently, but I think a couple of years back, they have also introduced the Google local guides, okay, wherein they ask you to, fill up the reviews, upload photos. So you should have a kind of marketing strategy altogether separate for the reviews. You can tell your customer that put up a positive review, give me 4+ ratings on Google Maps, and on your next visit I can give you 10% off or 15% off. So you need to have such kind of a review strategy for your business. Local pages on keywords. Okay, so Again, this is also a very important a part as far as your local SEO is concerned. You, if you're targeting a keyword which says, uh, kind of spa salons in Bandra, so you should have a page, dedicated page to target that keyword, which talks more about that local location. Okay, in fact, we had done that for beginner India. If you guys can recollect from the session where I have shown a website structure and hierarchy of a website for beginner India. Over there we had created a altogether a separate page, focusing the keyword like spa stores in Bandra Pali, right? So that was for the local keywords. So even you need to do that. You know, always if that keyword demands, if you think that keyword has got this particular keyword has got a good amount of searches and the competition is also low, then go ahead and create a separate page for that keyword, right? So I think that's all was for there for the link building. Now we will quickly start with the SEO tools. So how many SEO tools do you have, heard about in the market? Because, there are n number of tools available in the industry, but that matters, which tool you are using. And every tool, I believe in SEO or in digital marketing, every tool comes with the different objective to achieve. Instead of using one single tool for for all your activities, I would rather prefer going with multiple tools to achieve the different objective. Okay, so we will start from a tool which is called as a Screaming Frog. How many of you have heard about Screaming Frog? Anyone? No. Okay, so this will be kind of a fun. So let me share this link from where you can download this. By the way, this is not a web-based tool. This is a desktop-based tool. Okay, so you need to download and install this on your machine. It also requires a kind of a Java to be there in your machine. So please install Java before running this application. So Nikita, all the tools which you will be seeing in today's session, all are kind of a freemium. So when I say freemium, you have a you can use the tool up to some extent, but then after that you need to upgrade that tool. So you need to buy their license version or something like that. Every tool will be having a different upgrade version. So I've already installed Screaming Frog. Let's run that tool right away. Yes, Jacob. So they have their own spider which goes on, which actually goes to your website and all those pages. So as I said, every tool comes with the different uh, objective to achieve. Wherein Screaming Frog is only meant for your on-page audit. Okay, it is best tool available in the market to do an on-page analysis of any website. So it's a desktop-based tool, as I said, Akshay, but it will help in any kind of website, irrespective to WordPress or any other CMS you're using. So if I have to tell you that you need to do an on-page analysis or need to do an on-page audit for say any website, so first of all there are 3 to 4 important on-page elements like title tag, description tag, h1 tag, h2 tag, URL. all these are, comes under on page elements. So what you will do, you will actually go manually, and check those websites title tag and description tag. So that becomes very tedious job, you know to go on each and every page and check their title and URL and their heading tags. So that becomes very tedious job. So to replace that, we have this tool Screaming Frog, where on a single place, you'll be getting all the pages, their title tag, their description, their heading tags, their URL, everything at one single place. Yes, Mayura. I mean, that is why it is there on my machine. I have a Mac, so you can see, that is why I'm running this tool. Yes, I'm gonna do that. I'll be doing that only, Paul. So once you download and install this tool, this is what you see, you know, uh, at the first glance. Now we need to add a website. Okay. So what will happen, the moment you enter a website, they have a spider which will go and crawl your website and came up in and come with all the page titles, description, H1 tags, and URLs which are there on the website currently. Okay, so let me add any website. So I would rather add. So here you need to enter your URL and then click on start. So this is a free tool, but only up till 500 URLs. Okay. So if your website is having more than 500 URLs, then you need to buy their upgraded version. So it only crawls, the free version only crawls the website having 500 pages or up to 500 pages. No, it actually crawls the entire website, Mahajabin, but I'm not sure why it is not showing the result. There you go, it is still crawling. Yes, Nikita. It actually pops up saying that having more than, if you want to crawl more than 500 pages, then you should buy the license version or the upgrade to our premium version or something like that. So now it is happening, Majbin. As you can see over here, it says almost 119 page been crawled. Okay, so till the time it gets load, we'll quickly look at the you know the benefits which you can get from this tool is. So these are the features which mostly being used by the developers to check the error and nitty-gritty of their codes, right? Whether internal external codes are fine, the protocols which they have applied, whether these are also fine or not, and the response codes, what kind of response codes they are getting on each and every websites. Okay, but as far as SEO is concerned, we need to check these columns. Number one is URL, then the page title. So as I said, it gives all the web pages which are there on your website right now along with their title, right? So you know uh, So don't you think this becomes kind of a very simple, and you don't need to go on each and every page and check the title tag. So for example, here on my home page, this is my title tag. So this clearly says that on these three pages I don't have a title tag. So I should go and create a title tag for these page, right? You can also export this, okay, since it is still crawling, so I won't be able to export the data right now, but the moment it gets completed, they allow me to export this data into an Excel as well. So that's what we are doing, Paul. That's what I'm showing, what all the important benefits and features and functionality of this tool which you can consider for your SEO campaign. So number one is page titles. Okay, you get your entire web pages along with the title tag. Okay, second one is meta description. So these are the URLs and they are meta descriptions. Okay, so so we use this tool to do an audit. So whenever we get a client who is looking to start an SEO, so what we do is we go and run their website through Screaming Frog, right? And we give them an audit saying that, see, your most of the pages are not having a good title, or some of them are not having a title itself. So that is why we suggest you to go and start your SEO services with us. Okay, so from here you can get to know the description, right? Then meta keywords. If you are using any keyword to this page, then the heading 1 and heading 2, okay, and then the images, right? So Ajay says, what could be the problem with URL? So URL can be, I think it has to be based on the SEO guidelines. I think the one which we had learned in the on-page session. Can anybody answer that? What should be the uh, how should be your ideal URL? Looks like. Number one is it should have a keyword in it. Second is anyone can answer that. Yes, shorter is better. Another one, no special character. So all that you can get it from here, Ajay. So these are the URLs, right? And now, so it's like available to, I have all like around 143 pages. So now they are giving me an option to export, right? So I can save this wherever I want, and then just customize that Excel sheet a bit, just edit that Excel sheet and send that to your client saying that, see, these are the titles. And you can, what you can do is you can also give them recommendations. You can actually create a title tag for them for a couple of pages or 4 or 5 pages, and can tell them that if I start the work, these are the kind of recommendations and suggestion you can expect from me. And this is how I will be creating a kind of title tag for your website, and these are the kind of meta description I'll be creating, and these are the kind of heading tags your website should require. So, like 3 to 4 important factors you get it from here, like URL, page title, description, heading tag. Now rest content part, you need to do that manually. Okay, yes, Akshat, any website you can track. You just, the way I have added my website, you can add any website and check there. So this also helps to understand what are the kind of keywords your competitors are focusing. So that is how you can use Screaming Frog. It is purely meant for on-page audit, to analyze the important elements of on-page. So description is this what you see on the search results. This is the description. When keywords are, your targeted keywords for that page, which, so ideally the description is kind of a paragraph or, two-liner. And then the keywords are, you are telling Google that these are the keywords I am focusing on my page, right? So as you can see on home page, I'm focusing keywords like digital agency in India, digital marketing company Mumbai in India. Okay. But meta keywords are, kind of no longer, uh, Google is like, kind of 3 years back, they have officially said that they are not considering meta keywords as the ranking signal. So if you can skip this part, it is still fine. It is, so we use this as kind of, good to have kind of a feature in SEO. So important ones are URL, page title, description, your heading tags. So this is how, you can use Screaming Frog. Yes, there is a part of on page, Vishakha, right? So you get, same way you get the URL, along with that the heading tags. And next we have a Moz Pro. So I hope all of you have heard about Moz. How many of you have heard about Moz? Okay, so those who says no, I'll gonna train you, this. I'll gonna show you, explain you this from scratch, right? Okay. So Moz, let me tell you, Moz is kind of, industry, kind of industry leader, in this entire SEO world. Okay. Earlier they used to be considered as SEO Moz, but then now they have tried, they have actually changed their entire branding to from SEO Moz to only Moz. Okay. Hello. Hello. Yeah, is it audible now? Some internet seems to be fine, but I don't know why my go-to meeting is kind of stuck. Give me a moment.